start, Bango was second in the Aristides to Gunite, who's a Grade 1 winner, and just talk about that race. You were going to tie the record for most wins that can be verified by a horse at Churchill Downs.
Got beat by probably one of the top sprinters in the country, Gunite. Bango actually ran his highest buyer ever, ran 105 buyer and ran second. So showed up, did his job, was second best that day.
And what about coming into the Kelly's Landing at Ellis Park?
He's coming in the race great. Looks like $1 million. We feel good. Think we're ready to go Saturday. He's run good at Ellis before. He's won a stake there before, and again, think we're ready to go. Got Gaffleon back on him. He jumped off us last time, believe that or not, but he got on the right one, obviously, Gunite. And anyway, we got Tyler back on Bango. They had a lot of luck together, and anyway, ready to go.
Last year he had a 2-race streak when he seemed a little bit off form. I mean, uncharacteristic because he's usually winning or right there.
Can't really tell you why or what, but anyway, we regrouped and came back and raced here at Churchill in September, and he won very impressive. Very consistent, like you said, especially at Churchill, and wish this race Saturday was running here in our backyard, but anyway, we'll take a little ride down to Ellis and hopefully get it done.
He is 6, but he's not a gelding, so he could, and he's, like you said, he's in great form. Is it important for you to try to get him to at least a share of the all-time winningest horse at Churchill Downs at your hometown track?
We'd love to do that for the horse and the owners, Fred and Deb Schwartz, and ourselves. And we still got a good shot at doing it, I believe. There's a race in September. If he stays healthy and everything, there's a stake in September. Another one in November, and see what happens.
Do you have any aspirations for the Breeders' Cup?
You keep that in the back of your mind also. I mean, he's run with, Gunite beat us a length and a half or what here, and I think he's, if not top sprinter, top 2. Billy Mott's horse looks awful good right now. With Gunite, I'd have to put right there, and to rank Bango in the top 5 in the country, in my mind anyway.
Well, do you think, in fact, that a few years ago when the Breeders' Cup was at Keeneland, an 8-year-old horse named Whitmore trained, just a few barns over from you, won? So, I mean, you take these old classy out sprinters that just are consistent every time, and magic happens sometimes.
Well, it does, and again, this horse is, knock on wood, he stayed very healthy. He's a picture of health. He's got dapples all over him, and he's been a very sound horse, and he could. I mean, the plan run him again next year for sure if everything stays the way it is right now. I mean, he's made $1 million, $1.2 million almost, and he's probably got some stud value someplace. I don't know, maybe Florida or Louisiana, they like the fast sprinter types and that, but we're going to keep running him for right now.
And what is his forte? Because, he set the pace in his last race, but he's also been effective coming from off a little bit, like stalking and stuff.
Right.
Does he have
He can go either way. If there's no speed or nobody wants the front end, he can do that, Jenny, or he can set second or third. He actually set second in his last race and took the lead. Maybe a little early. Johnny Velasquez rode him, and he came back, and the first thing he told me, he said, I might have got us beat, boss, which I don't know about that. Gunite ran by us pretty good, but he said I moved him too early. He said it should have been a right to the wire. That was his opinion.
And he's in the Hall of Fame, so he's in a position he can give a candid opinion.
Yeah.
Final question, have you looked at the field? What your thoughts on the other horses in there? Hannah Twist, who's been third in his last 3 races, including the Grade 1 Churchill Downs, is,
He looks like maybe the horse to beat to me. He ran third to us in the And he ran third in the Churchill Downs, like you said, and then he was third to Bango beat him a couple of lengths last time. But it's a solid race. A couple of young horses coming out of two other lands that ran pretty impressive. You up and comers and like that. But we feel like we got to be the horse to beat.
You've been going to Ellis Park your whole life. This will be the best card ever at Ellis Park. The first Grade 1, the first $1 million race. Just your thought about this card coming to the Pea Patch.
I had a special day for Ellis Park and the fans there, and it's a pretty neat deal. As long as Ellis has been there so long and have those types of races, Grade 1, like you said, and those types of horses and riders and trainers coming in from everywhere to run in them. It'll be a special day.